Welcome back to another video. Today's title is General Ethics of Critiquing Art. Once again, I'd like to start by saying that this is only my opinion and you form your own. So this is just my point of view. And I'm going to be discussing this from a couple perspectives. And one would be the points from the critique, the one who's critiquing art. Well, as we already know, critiquing is a very good way to heighten your art knowledge. Like if you can tell what's wrong with an image, you can apply that to your own stuff as well. Like it gives you a very good sense of pointing out what's wrong, and if you can point what's wrong, you can always fix it, and that's how we improve. The way we generally get stuck is by not knowing what we're doing wrong. So critiquing is always healthy and good. But here's the first point, what I'm gonna go to when it comes to ethics. Avoid criticism unless the artist asks for it specifically. Most of the times, artists are generally very sensitive people and always fighting insecurity and stuff. And a lot of the times they already know what they're doing wrong and they just share it anyway because they've spent so much time on it. And you just going there and being all critiquey doesn't always sit well. Some people appreciate it regardless, others don't really take it that well. And it just generally hurts their feelings. This is they see it as negative, and they don't really need that right now. They just want people to just see for what it is and just let them be and be at their own pace. So unless if you know that person really well, like this is your best friend or something, even if you do provide criticism, do it in private unless they literally ask for it. So yeah, don't just go seeking artwork and be like, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And even if you want to be treated the same way, people just somehow just see you as like something really negative as a presence. So avoid that. And the second point I'm going to make is avoid vague criticism that confuses the artist further. See stuff like, this just feels wrong, this feels off. I don't know, something about the colors that just gives me the heebie-jeebies. These are not valid criticism. You need to point the artist at a direction that the perspective line is all wobbly. Can you check that, please? Or the colors don't match with the complementary zones and whatever. Can you color check that area specifically, please? Or something like the line art is wobbly, can you make them smoother? Not things like, I don't know, man, something feels off. These are very vague criticism that confuses the artist further and they just don't know what to do about it. So unless you have something useful to say, just please don't say it. And the second point of view would be from the artist. Avoid getting angry when someone criticizes, even if you didn't ask for it. They just generally mean well and just politely just smile and wave, basically that. Thank them for the criticism and you'll work on it. They've already said it. You can't really take it back. You can make a further announcement later that you don't really appreciate criticism later on, or at least talk to them in private about it, that you already know that you already was aware what was wrong in your drawing. So yeah, just be chill. It's not the end of the world, and at the end of the day, most people do want you to just improve. So yeah, don't get angry. And the second part would be, if you do ask for criticism, please learn to take it. I've seen so many that just say like, please rate my art or tell me what's wrong, and then when someone does say what's wrong, they just start acting defensive and start making excuses. It's like, okay, that happened because this and this happened, like my specs are low, my PC lagged, or anything. They just try to sneak out of it and just try to justify their actions. If you do ask for criticism, please take it, unless it's like the super vague thing, like the vibes are off. That's not criticism. It's like that's perfectly fine to be upset about. But if you do ask for criticism, please learn to take it. And yeah, I hope you all learn something from this, or like at least know the general mannerisms of when to critique and when to not. It's a very sensitive topic, and it's just something people generally don't talk about because they seem like they're being ungrateful for people trying to help them. But yeah, people do have feelings and they work really hard on their craft. So please have a little empathy before going into dissecting someone's piece. And I hope this just changes some wrong ideas about critique. Just don't go out there and just start critiquing everything you see. Please at least acknowledge that you have the consent of the artist to critique something. And yeah, just be nicer. Just be very gentle about it. And that is all. Bye-bye.